Hey guys, watch this. I text trip to this WhatsApp business number, and the bot is going to answer and ask me which trip I want. I say A. And now he asks me for the budget. So I say 10K. And now he asks me my email to send me a booking link. So I put my email. Okay. And now he says he has sent the booking link to my email. So look, yes, send it, and I have the link here so I can book it directly. And now in GoHighLevel, I see the lead is created. It's me here with tags. And if I go to opportunities, I can see there is a new lead, which is me, which has choose the trip A, and the opportunity value is 10,000, and the opportunity source is WhatsApp. So in 2 minutes, the AI qualify me, books a calendar appointment, and creates a complete CRM record with zero human involvement. So I built this using Evolution API, a completely free with no meta validation, and it syncs everything with GoHighLevel automatically. If you don't know how to install the Evolution API, watch this video. Now, here's the key decision I made. I could have built this with an AI agent and a mega prompt. I tested that approach, it works. But for conversation where you know exactly what you want to say, a state machine approach is more reliable, more cost-effective, and more solid. So I built it this way so you can see exactly how the conversation flows, understand the engineering decisions, and know when to use this pattern versus when to use agent. In my next video, I'll show you the agent version. But today, you're learning production-ready automation. I'm Alexandra Spalato, a full-stack developer turned AI automation engineer to help businesses build automation systems that actually work. Let me show you the complete architecture. This system has 3 components. First, the Evolution API. It's free and doesn't require meta business verification, so you can start testing immediately. Second, GoHighLevel is where we set up the entire CRM infrastructure. We create custom fields to capture trip type and budget, tags to segment qualified versus unqualified leads, and a pipeline to track opportunities, and an automation that sends booking links and triggers to our webhook back to N8N. Third, N8N orchestrates the entire conversation flow using a state machine pattern with native tables. This keeps the conversation deterministic and reliable. Here's the flow. A lead message WhatsApp. Then N8N qualifies them through a structured conversation. After that, they provide their email, and N8N creates or updates the contact in GoHighLevel with all the qualification data. Then, if they're qualified, GoHighLevel automation triggers. It sends an email with the booking link and then fires a webhook back to N8N. Then N8N receives the webhook and sends the booking links via WhatsApp as a final confirmation message. Now I'm going to show you how to build this. We'll start in GoHighLevel, set up the infrastructure, then move to N8N where I walk you through every single node in detail. Let's start in GoHighLevel. I'm going to show you exactly what we're creating there. So here in GoHighLevel, in our sub account, we need to go to settings. And in settings, we want first to create custom fields. So here I went to the folder additional info, and I have created my custom fields here. So the budget amount, the trip type, the lead source, and the qualified lead. So here, for example, it's a single option. So to create fields, you just click add field. And for example, if we have a drop down here, I go here and I create my options. Very simple. So I have created all the fields like that. Then I have created tags, and I have created high priority for leads that are more than 10K, qualified, unqualified, and type I, B, or C. I need a calendar link. So here I go to calendars, and I have created this calendar dream trip call with a description. After that, I need to create an email template where I will include this link. Here I go to marketing, and in marketing I go to emails and templates. And here I have created this template, the dream trip call. And here you see is my link, the first name, and we can build that visually. This one is super simple. Settings, I have created a pipeline, this one, luxury travel qualification, and then I have created an automation. I go to automation, and here I have created the qualified leads automation. We should do another one for the unqualified leads. So here I have a trigger when a qualified tag is added. A contact tag is a workflow trigger, and then I have a filter when a tag is added and which is the qualified tag. After that, we have an email. We send an email. So here you see I get the template. We have a drop down with the templates, and it takes the name and email from my account. After that, I have a webhook, and here it's a post method. And this is the webhooks that we are going to set up in n8n in a minute. And I also can send custom data. So I pass there the booking link so we can write the final message in WhatsApp with the booking link too. After that, I create or update the opportunity. So in the pipeline, luxury travel qualification. So the opportunity name is the contact name and the contact trip type, and the lead source is WhatsApp. And here we have the budget amount. Then we assign it to a user. Here it's me because I'm the only one in this account. And then we can send an internal notification. And that's it. Or in a future video, I will make a deep dive into GoHighLevel and building another automation step by step to nurture leads. If you want this workflow, you can find it in my free Alchemist community. That's where we exchange workflow, templates, and talk about AI automation. Link in the description. But I'm also very excited to announce that I'm now collaborating with my friend Mark Cachet from the Early AI Adopters community, which is one of the best AI automation communities out there, that I'll be hosting weekly live build sessions where we go deeper into workflow like this, add more features and engineer production-ready system together in real time. Every single week, if you want to build with me, join AI Early Adopters, link in the description. And finally, if you're a business owner and want me to help you strategize how to save time and money in your business with automation, book a free strategy call, link in the description too. And now let's dive into n8n. Here is a complete n8n workflow. I know it looks complex, but I'm going to walk you through every single node and explain exactly what it does and why. Let's start at the beginning. So we begin with a webhook. It's a post webhook, and we need to copy the production URL. So this webhook receives a post request from Evolution API every time a WhatsApp message arrives. Evolution send us a JSON payload with the message content, the sender information, and metadata. So here we can find, here this is the phone number, this is the name, and this is the message. This webhook will also send in the last message. And we copy this link and we add it to the Evolution API. So if we go to Evolution API, here it's in Easy Panel. If you have not seen how to connect n8n and the Evolution API, I recommend to watch this video. So here we go to the manager, and here we have this instance in the events, in the webhook. I had my n8n URL webhook here, and the event is message upsert. So very simple. This filter nodes prevents infinite loops. We only want to process messages from leads, not messages we send ourselves. So here we have a condition, and if it fails, we do nothing. If it's true, then we have edit fields to extract the data. We extract the message, the phone, and we clean it, the name, and the booking link that will come with the last message. Then here is where the state machine pattern begins. This node queries our n8n data table to find leads current state. To create a data table is very simple. We go here to data tables, and I've already created this one. But if I want to create a new one, I go here, I give it a name, and then I create the fields. So here is the trip data table. And this is the data we had from the run that we did just before. So I'm going to remove it because my phone number is the same. I don't have another one. And so it will not work if I don't remove it. So I delete it. So you see here, everything is recorded. And so here we have the phone, the name, the state, the type, A, B, or C, the budget, and if it's qualified, and the email and the date. Let's go back to our workflow. So here we get all the data from the data table, but this is the first run, so it's empty. And that's why in the settings, I put always output data, because otherwise the workflow will stop, and we don't want that. So from there, here is our router. So it's a switch node, and here I have created different rules. So if the JSON state is empty, which is the case in the first run, we are going to name it greetings, because then we want to greet the user. The next step, the second step, we are waiting for the type, because after the greeting, we ask, oh, which type of travel do you want? So we are waiting if the user wants a type A, B, or C, okay? So if the state is equal to waiting for type, we pass this route. Then once the user has choose the type of travel, we ask it for the budget. So here we are waiting for the budget. So it's the next step. And after that, once we have the budget, we ask for the email. So the next state is waiting for email. After that, you say, oh, okay, I'm sending you the email, the booking link to the email. And so we are waiting for booking link sent, because the last step, when GoHighLevel will the booking link, it will. So from there, this is our first execution in green. I have copied the data here. We go to the first step, greet message, and ask for trip type. So here I have an AI node, a classify text. So I get from here the message, and we want to know if it's a trip, if the text is about planning, booking, or inquiring about trip, vacation, etc. If it's not relevant, we want a fallback. We want to reprompt the user so it answers correctly. If you say hello, or I don't know what, a random question, but normally I think people will just answer A, B, or C. That's why we can keep that very deterministic. We just want something quick and to get some data. This is why I have not used the agent directly here. Here, I have attached a model. So the model is the same. I took the GPT 5.1 chat latest. And then I have an evolution API node, which is, if we go to here, I'm going to show you because I have renamed everything. So evolution API, it's here. So Evolution API, it's community node. So you need a self-hosted instance, and I show all that, how to install the Evolution API and NA10 on EasyPanel, on Hostinger. You can see all that in this video if you don't have that. So here is in Portuguese because it's a Brazilian developer team. So it's enviar texto. And so I have renamed it at send greet message. Okay, so we need the phone numbers that we get from the edit fields and the message. So the message is pre-written, but we personalize it with the name of the user. So we just take the first name. So we split here and we take first, we trim. But if there is no names, that can happen, we want to say, hey there. So this message is flexible. So here we send the message that you have seen in my first message in the demo in the beginning. Hey, travel designer, if you would like to plan a trip, please reply with the word trip to get started. So thanks to AI here, if I, instead of saying trip, I say travel or voyage or whatever that is evoking trip, it will work. Once we have created the message, we want to update our data table. Here's the first run, so we create the trip in the data table with the phone and the name, which are the two elements that we have at this moment. We don't have the email and we don't have the budget, but we want to get it. And the state is waiting for type because we have asked for the type. So this was the first execution. So then the user is going to answer, and then it will be the second execution. So I go here, and this is my second execution. So I'm going to copy it to the editor, and you see here it go this way. So now again, this enter again from the webhook, and we can see that here the message is A. Okay, so it's choosing the A. It go here, it checks the state, and we see here that the state is waiting for type. So in my switch, here it's waiting for type. So it's going to go on this route. And then we go here. So again, we have classifier AI node. So A, if the text is A, it's about a full custom built itinerary. If it's B, if the text is B, or about AI luxury research cruise. So we have some flexibility in the answers. Or C, or if it's not relevant to the question. So here it was A, and then we update, for each case, we update our table. So here we update the state. Now we are waiting for budget, and we update the type, which is A. And here it's qualified. Because if the person is just searching for booking a plane or an hotel, we are going to not qualify. So for example, here in case C, we mark it qualified fails. And if the message is not relevant, again, we have a fallback with a reprompt saying, I didn't catch that. To make sure I can help, could you please just let me know which of these options is the best fit? And we reprompt the options. Now, depending on the case, we have two paths. It is A or B. It's qualified, so we are going to ask for budget. And here, okay, amazing custom itinerary. So we have a ternary here too, depending if it's A or B. And here we ask for the budget. But if it's C, if the person is just looking for a flight or a hotel, it's not qualified. So we are going to ask for the email and send a fantastic free guide and then nurture this lead in case it becomes qualified later. And here we reprompt if it's not relevant. Then the person will answer or with his email or with his budget. So by the way, if we update the case C, we waiting for email unqualified. And in A or B, for the state, it's waiting for budget, and we update the type, of course, and qualified. So next step, we're going to get the budget and ask for email. So we go to our execution again, and here we are. Okay, so we check the state. Here now the state is waiting for budget. So we go to our router, and this is the budget path. And here I have a data extractor with AI. So the budget we extracted from the message and qualified from the last node, and we return JSON. And here I have a system prompt for that. I have totally changed the system prompt, which is originally in the data extractor. So to explain that if it's clearly 10,000 or more, set the budget to the integer, several rules if it's clearly less than 10,000. And this will also handle random language that we have no limit and this type of things. Okay. And so we output this as JSON. And we always use the same model, the same node here. So once we have the budget, so here it was 10,000 and it's qualified, then again we update our table with the budget and it's qualified, and the state it's waiting for email. Now again we have a reprompt if the person said something totally random that should not happen, but you never know. And then we are good to our next path to get the email and send a final message. So I go back to my execution again. Again, we check the state, and here we see that it's waiting for email. So our router go this path, and here again, a data extractor. Here it's the email extractor. Okay, I didn't change the prompt here, so it's the email in the message. So even if I say my email is alexaspalato@gmail, it will take it. Please don't spam me. But after that, perhaps somebody can make a typo. I can write alex@gmail and forget the .com. So here I have a code node with validation. And how I have written this code, so I have asked AI to write it simply. And so if I send an error, it will reprompt. So here we have if node to check if it's valid. So if it's not valid, I have another node that is going to ask to correct the email. And if it's valid, again, we update our table with the email. If it's qualified, we send the booking link, and then we update the state with waiting for booking link sent. And if it's not qualified, we send the message that we have sent the guide of luxury deal. And now we have all the data that we need to send everything to GoHighLevel. So we have a GoHighLevel node here. So to connect GoHighLevel with N8N, you should watch this video if you have not done it already. But I noticed a problem, because here we are going to send also custom fields. And in the initial configurations that you can find in the N8N documentation, they recommend to give certain scopes. So when you connect N8N and GoHighLevel, you have to create a GoHighLevel app here and to select the scope. And originally, I only had this one because it was a recommended one. But we need to add these two additional ones, custom field read only and custom field write. Otherwise, you will not be able to access the custom field. So you have to update this here. Personally, I tried to update, it was not working. So I had to create another application. So I recommend that you add all these directly in the first try, and then in the credential you also have to put the same scope. But watch the video, everything is clearly explained there. So then in the node here we send the email, the phone, and then everything there is in additional fields. Okay, and we have tags too. The tags is this code. You just ask Claude to write that for you, is what I have done. In the data table, when I was sending true for qualified, it was putting 1. So I wrote what is called a ternary in code. So if it's 1, write qualified. If it's not, write unqualified, because this is how I name my tags inside GoHighLevel, and everything has to match. Okay. And then here I have my custom field. So I'm going to show you how it works when we begin from scratch with this node, because here it's not very clear. So if I open GoHighLevel node here, okay, so it's create or update a contact. So by default, I'll only have the email and the phone, and I want to have additional fields. So here I have the name, okay, and here I have the tags too, and here I have the custom fields now, add field, and in mode, I put from list. And so if we are correctly connected and that we add this scope with the custom field here, I will be able to see all my custom fields and to choose them. Okay, so I hope it's more clear like that. So here I add all my custom fields, the type, the budget, the date, the source is WhatsApp, and that's all. We're good. And then all that is going to GoHighLevel. So GoHighLevel is going to receive that, to add the tag, and the tag qualified is going to trigger the automation that is going to trigger again the hook. And so here we are good for the last step. So we go back to our executions, and this is the last one. And now we see that our state is waiting for booking link sent. So we go this path, and here we just have a message, and we send the booking link. This is the booking link, and the booking link, if we go to our webhook in sent here, custom data booking link, and that's why in the beginning, in the edit fields, we passed the booking link here. And we're good. We have done everything. So I hope that this gives you a solid understanding of how the data is passing and working and what is a state machine. And in the next video, I will do the agent version to give more flexibility. With that, we know exactly what we need, what tools we will need, how to build it to make it really solid. And that's a complete WhatsApp lead qualification system, from first message to booked consultation. fully automated and production ready. You've just seen how to build a deterministic conversation flow using state machines, how to use AI strategically for extraction and classification, and how to integrate NA10 with GoHighLevel for a complete CRM automation. This architecture is reliable, cost-effective, and runs consistently without breaking. In my next video, I will show you the agent version. And if you want this workflow, you can download it in my free AI Alchemist community. But if you want to go deeper and build with me every week, join the early AI adopters community, link in the description. Finally, if this video helped you out, please comment, subscribe. The algorithm will then help me back and I can produce more videos. Bye. See you in the next one.